The 17th century in the Netherlands was tremendous in all sorts of ways. We have mass urbanization, we have the first modern art market where our artists are working not knowing who they're going to sell things for as opposed to commissions, which gave them great freedom. And the artists were pushing the envelope. They were looking at the world around them and creating realistic landscapes, still lifes, portraits of people who look like real people. It's an entree into a world and you get a sense of actually being in another time and place.
Previously, paintings focused primarily on religious subject matter, and this is the first time that artists were really going out, looking at the world around them. So it's really accessible, I would say, for viewers today.
In 2017, two local collecting couples gave their collections of paintings, 113, which was transformational. They also gave the initial endowment funds to establish the Center for Netherlandish Art.
Boston really is now sort of the center of the Dutch art world outside of the Netherlands. And so I am just so lucky to have the CNA and its resources, from the incredible library to the fellowship program, to assist me as I do my research.
We want to nurture future generations of scholars, curators, conservators, supporters of Netherlandish art, bring people together in around these objects and the ideas that they spark.
You know, there's something for everybody, I think. And I really like this piece because it's depicting something very ordinary. In this painting can tell us about nature, how people interact with it, and maybe also encourage us to look back and think, what are things that people have done in the past to deal with challenges like living in and around water so that it could be more harmonious. Like maybe we could take those lessons and apply them today.
Currently right now we have a 6-week summer program for teens who live in the city of Boston. Having a diverse audience come into an institution like this and to share their thoughts about what's going on is extremely important.
Here in the museum, you kind of travel in time, and you travel from continent to continent.
I think it's important because it tells like a big story of history and where everything comes from. Like you can see a bit of other parts of the world in it.
We were looking at a painting of like a plantation, and it made me think of like systemic oppression and how it affects people currently.
Every generation answers the questions that they ask. But every generation asks new questions, and new questions spur new answers. And we live in a different world than we did 20, 30, 100 years ago, and so we're asking new questions of the material.
The more voices that we can get in these galleries and to see and take in all the artwork, the better the MFA can speak to people.
And so I hope that many people come and visit us in Boston and learn, look, enjoy. Because ultimately we shouldn't forget that part too. We can learn a lot about them, but also it's really pleasurable to see amazing works of art presented in a way that helps give people access to the original context in which they were created.